Hey, hi everyone, good morning. Sorry for the delay. So we were the delays due to we are unable to log in into the Teams.
Good morning.
Good morning. No problem. Yeah.
So myself, Abigail. So
Okay.
I'll be taking up this demo class. So I'll be handling the course for you all guys. So how are you feeling, guys? How are you? Are you guys excited to start learning on a new topic?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Really excited.
Yeah, that's a good. So initially we should have some excitement. That is the biggest thing. So to start learning anything, any topic, whatever you wanted, any new thing, we should have that initial excitement. Okay, that's really great. So we can start the session. I'll just share my screen. Just give me 2 minutes, guys. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, thanks for the confirmation. So, hi everyone. So, myself Abigail. So, I have a decade of experience in automation testing. So, I do have an experience in Playwright, Python. I have an experience in a CI/CD pipeline. So, a lot of things I have an experience. So, my primary focus, I'm currently working with Playwright automation. So, I thought my expertise will help you guys. So, just so that's like I started my teaching path. So this is all about me. So going forward, we can learn more about me. So let's start with the today's demo session. So today's demo session, it is all about Playwright automation with Python. This is the today's demo session we are planning to cover. So we in this today's topic, I will tell you what is the automation, what is automation testing, what is Playwright, and also what are the course content, and also we will cover we will see what are the features of Playwright, and also we will see what we will see like. I will show you one demo, it is a very small demo how to use the Playwright, and so that we can do the automation. And also we will cover what is the use of learning Playwright with Python, what is the job trend right now, what is going on. Those details we will be covering in the today's demo session. Okay, till now any doubts, you can just let me know. I'll take a pause here.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
we'll,
I'm good.
yes, anyone wants to talk? Okay, no problem. So, so this course it covers from the basic. So don't worry if you don't know what is automation testing. So you don't know what is Python. You don't know Playwright. Don't be just scared. I just want you to have some excitement, some way of thrilling to learn a new topic. That is all you should have it. Don't worry, remaining and all. We will take care. We will scope you up from the scratch. So if you don't know anything, that is fine. We can start from the scratch. Even I started from the scratch. So don't be like, wow, what is Playwright, what is Python. Don't get that much tension or not. We can get it started from the scratch. Okay. So to start with the today's topic, so what is automation testing? Why do we need automation? Can anyone tell me what is automation testing? Why do we need automation? Yes, Praveen.
Yeah, actually, automation testing basically it's automate the flow
Mhm.
of testing what we are doing day to day, and the automation testing basically needed for the all the regressions means that whatever repeatable tasks which we are doing while executing regression, so we will automate them, so it will save our time.
Yes, that's a very good answer, Praveen. Thanks for answering. Any other answers from the team?
To make the deployment move faster, just to include those tests, automated tests into the Jenkins or CI/CD pipeline, just to make the
Yes.
deployment faster.
Yeah. That's correct, Manisha. Thank you, thank you, thank you for answering. Yes. So as you guys mentioned, so automation, I'll just a little bit zoom in. So the automation testing, it is used to basically we are replacing the manual effort. So we are replacing that repeated kind of manual work. Okay, so that is the main purpose of automation, so that we can speed up our testing. So that is the automation testing. So and also like it will increase the coverage. So as Manisha mentioned, we can integrate our test in the CI/CD pipeline. So we can run our test in either in a QA environment, dev environment, prod, wherever, whichever environment we are in. So we can integrate our test in the CI/CD pipeline. So and then we can do our testing at the very easy place. So if you guys don't know what is CI/CD pipeline, I think some people might be come from the non-IT background. Don't worry about it. We will in the upcoming class. I'll tell you what is CI/CD pipeline, how to integrate those things and all. So don't worry about it. Okay. So automation. What is the use of automation testing? The first thing is fast, reliable, and reusable. So what is reusable means? You can use the same piece of code in the multiple environments. Sorry, anyone wants to talk? Yes, Rishi, you are about to say something. Okay. Okay, so it improves the accuracy and also mainly it saves time. Okay, so suppose you wanted to test it 100 users of login. Let's take a simple example. I wanted to test one particular application with 100 user ID and password. Okay, so that is a tedious task as a human, and also that might lead to some human error. Okay, so with the automation we can complete that within few hours or within few minutes. We will be able to cover it. Okay, so that is why we are saving. It says like saves time and money, and it also reduce the human generated error, and also it supports the execution of repeated test case. As I mentioned, let's say I wanted to log in with the application for 100 users. That is a repeated test case with the same uh, flow. Only thing is different user ID. I'm going to repeat it. Okay, so those kind of things we can automate it. So that is the purpose of automation testing. Yeah, till now any doubts? Okay, we'll move on to the next one. So now here comes the part. What is Playwright? So what is Playwright? Anybody is having any idea what is Playwright? Where do we use the Playwright?
Yeah, it's basically automation tool. So for Playwright, no need any driver like for Selenium. We need a Gecko driver, Chrome driver, IE. So Playwright directly interact with the browser. No need any external driver install for interacting with the separate browser.
Okay, that's great, Praveen. You have a good understanding about Playwright. That's a good thing. Yes. So as Praveen mentioned, what is a Playwright? Playwright is an end-to-end automation framework. It was developed by the Microsoft. We are using it to test the web application. Okay, so for example, so it used to mimic the flow exactly like a real-time user. For example, I am going to open a Chrome browser. Okay, I'm going to hit one okay, I'll show you here. Okay, for example, I'm going to hit this URL. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit this URL and I'm going to pass some user ID or password. Okay, this one I'm going to manually do it. Okay, but using Playwright we can mimic this flow. That is what we are saying. Open the browser, clicking a button, typing a text, these are all user doing it. So we can do the same thing using Playwright. Okay, so that is the feature of Playwright. That is the automation framework, so which was developed by Microsoft. Okay, Playwright will support multiple browsers, not only Chrome. We have Edge, Firefox, multiple things we will be able to support in Playwright. Okay, so this is the official website of Playwright. I will show you here. Once you are free, you can just go through it. Okay, so this is the official website of Playwright. So you can go through this Playwright. Okay, so documentation, so it will be very helpful. in the upcoming class also, I will tell you how we will cover all this topic, okay, from the scratch. That is how to install Playwright, how to install everything. I will tell you, but still, if you wanted to go through, if you wanted to have a, like a detailed one, not detailed one, if you wanted to have to read something, you can go ahead and go through this, okay. So now comes the architecture part, okay. So this is the architecture of Playwright, okay. So how this Playwright works? Till now, any doubts you can tell me. I'll take a pause here for 2 minutes before starting the architecture. Okay. So how the Playwright? So Playwright is a very fast thing. Okay. So how it is fast? It is like, this is my test. My test is nothing but, for example, I am hitting my my basic test is like, as I mentioned here. What I'm going to do, I'm hitting this URL, I'm entering the password, for example, admin, username and password, I'm clicking on login button. This is my one of my test case, okay. So this is what here it is mentioned as test, okay. And then what it will do is like, all comments. What is my comment? Comments is nothing but, open the browser, hit this URL, entering the username, enter the password, click the enter button. So these are my comments, okay. And what it does is like, it will give it to this Playwright server, okay. Playwright server, which will convert it into the browser like comments to the, like either it's a Chrome, either it's a Firefox, Edge, whatever it like, it will just convert it and give it to it, okay. So this is how it works. So but how Playwright is quite faster than Selenium or other architecture framework is like, why it is fast is, okay, if you see here. So for, let's take here, I'll show you here. So here, this is my test cases, okay. So I have multiple things. That is, my first one is like, open the browser, am I right? Second one is like, hit the URL. Third one is like, enter username, am I right? Fourth one is like, enter password. My fifth one is like, enter login button, or we can take it as click the login button. Okay, so these are my 5 commands which we saw it over here. Now how it will pass it to the Playwright server, it is like, for all the 5 commands, it will open a channel called WebSocket. Only one WebSocket will be open, and then it will, via this WebSocket, it will pass it to the Playwright server, okay. From the Playwright server, it will convert it into a browser like commands, okay. It will, let's take here, we have Chrome. So that Chrome will understand what is my command. So this will convert, and it will give it to the Chrome browser. So this is how my Playwright architecture works. Is it understandable? All the 5 commands, it will be passed via this single WebSocket. Only one WebSocket will be open, and then via this Playwright server, it will convert into the commands, and it will pass it to the Chrome. This is a very simple architecture. We have it over here in Playwright. Yeah. Yeah. So now we have, as you many have heard about Selenium, okay. So what is the difference between the Playwright and the Selenium? One of the main difference is its architecture. As I said now, it is a WebSocket, okay. So someone has asked me, what is the WebSocket, okay. So WebSocket is nothing but, imagine, to answer you in simple term, consider it as a channel. Okay, so that is called WebSocket. So it is like a channel where you how to say, the client, where the communication will happen. That is called WebSocket. Between, consider this is a client and the server. So the WebSocket is nothing but the communication channel where the communication all it will be happening. Okay, is it clear? Adhusudhan?
Yes, yes. So irrespective of the type of application, everything will be communicated via WebSocket between client and
Yes,
server?
yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes, correct. Okay. Any other doubts?
So
Okay.
it will be internally handled, right? The WebSocket. So we are
Yes,
not
yes.
like
You
configuring.
don't have to do anything. It will be internally handled by the Playwright. You don't have to do anything. That is the architecture of Playwright.
Okay.
I'll tell you why I took this topic of WebSocket. I'll tell you why I took it. Okay. Is there any other doubts, or we can go forward?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Thank you.
So what's the difference? Like Playwright uses WebSocket protocol and Selenium uses HTTP protocol. So how does
Yes,
it make faster?
yes. I'll tell you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So now, what is this? I'll come to the key difference. What is this WebSocket and WebDriver protocol? Here, what we saw over here is this is the Playwright part. Am I right? So this is the Playwright. So what is this HTTP? Why is Selenium? Why Playwright is faster than Playwright is like? Here, what is happening is like all my 5 commands will enter into this single WebSocket. The connection will be persistent to until all my execution completes. Only one single connection will be open, and once everything is completed, the connection will get closed. But whereas in Selenium, what it will happen is like open browser, one single connection will be there. Okay, and hit the URL, one connection will be there. So and then what it will happen, connection open, connection closed, again connection open, connection closed. So consider here 1 second, here 1 second, okay, here 1 second. Okay, so for opening and closing itself, it is taking some milliseconds or some seconds. That's why it is quite slower when it is compared to the Playwright. Okay, so here we have one single connection throughout the test case. So what it will happen, Playwright is quite faster than the Selenium. That's why we are saying that is persistent connection. It is nothing but a single connection will be there throughout your test case execution.
Yeah,
You got
makes
it?
sense. Yep.
Yeah.
Thank
The connection is between what? I'm sorry, I'm not able to understand. The connection between the action that we have to do and the browser.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so next come here we saw the architecture difference. The second part is like speed. Okay, when compared to Selenium, it is a faster execution because it is having a modern architecture. Okay, and we have a feature called auto wait. Okay, so what is mean by auto wait is like so for example, I'm trying to enter the username admin. Okay, so suppose it's not able to find this particular field itself in Selenium and all, the test case will immediately fail. But here what will happen is like Playwright will wait for a few seconds. Okay, automatically it will wait for a few seconds until before failing the test cases. Okay, so that feature it is inbuilt in Playwright. Okay, but in Selenium we have to manually wait. We have to give this WebDriver wait and all. Okay, and we have something called browser context that is a very built-in, but in Selenium we don't have it. I'll tell you in the upcoming class what is this browser context and all. In the few slides we have it, and we have this parallel execution. What is mean by parallel execution in the sense like, for example, as I mentioned in the previous example, right? I have this. Let's take this URL itself. I have this username and password. Okay, I have 10 cases. So one is like I wanted to log. First test case is like I wanted to log in with admin. Second test case is like I wanted to log in with admin1 and its password. Third test case is like admin2. Likewise, I have multiple user ID. Okay, same test case only, but different user ID. Am I right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run all the things in my parallel execution. So it means all 5 test cases. I consider I have 5 test cases. Instead of running one by one, I in Playwright I can run all 5 test cases in a parallel mode. Okay, test case 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all will be running in parallel mode. That feature is available in Playwright, that is built in. So but in Selenium we don't have it. We have it, but it needs great extra setup and all. It needed it. I'll take a pause here. Let me know if you have any doubts.
So you said you will have auto wait, right? So how many seconds will it wait, or it will
Default
wait until it's loaded?
yes, correct. Default will be 30 seconds.
Okay.
So in
Okay.
that case, you mean to say like we need not to use WebDriver wait as we use it in Selenium for Playwright? We need not to use.
Sorry, I didn't understand your question. Can you repeat
No,
it again, please?
yeah, for in Selenium, right? As we use WebDriver wait, right?
Mm,
For wherever we want to wait it. Okay.
mm.
So in Playwright, we need not to wait. It automatically handles. Is that
Yes, correct, correct,
Sangeeta?
correct. In
Okay.
Playwright, you don't have to do it. Yes, correct. It will automatically wait. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, and you told it's a 30-second by default. If certain command for elements we need to wait for like 1 minute, then how we will handle this?
Yes, we can handle that as well, Praveen, but that will be covered as part of the upcoming class. That is a very big topic. Definitely, I will help you with that. Don't worry, but this is not the right time to talk because we have wider audience now. It's a very big topic. We will cover it in the upcoming class, Praveen. Is that fine for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other doubts? Okay. So now next comes to the reporting. Okay, what is the reporting? So obviously while we automate, we need some reports. Am I right? So that's why we will come to know whether my test case is passed, failed, so that you can show it in the leadership team, or if you wanted to project your test case, that reporting part is very important. So that's why Playwright will automatic, like we have a built-in feature of HTML report, so it is quite easy in Playwright. Okay, so but in Selenium we need extra tools. Okay, and also we have a certain debugging tools as well, trace weaver, inspector. So don't worry what is this trace weaver, inspector and all, I'll tell you. So suppose you have a test case now. Okay, consider this test case, you are entering the username and password, but it is unable to click on this login button. Okay, my test case is getting failed. You want to know how to like why it is failing, whether it is a locator problem, whatever it is, you wanted to know it. So for that, Playwright is giving a feature called Trace Weaver. So using that, you will be easily able to identify why it is failing, where at which step it is failing. Those things and all, it will be easily available in your debugging tool. That is the feature of Trace Weaver. Playwright it is giving it. Okay, and also it will be once your test case is failing, in your report you wanted to show some videos, or if you wanted to add the failure screenshot, that feature is also available in Playwright. That these are all built-in features, so it's very easy to generate the HTML report with the screenshots and the videos.
So
Okay,
this trace viewer means is it like a logging feature?
yes, correct, it's like a logger only. You are right.
Logger, okay.
Okay, so Playwright supports the languages like JavaScript, TypeScript, Python, C Sharp, Java. So these are the languages supported by the Playwright. Okay, and the browser supports, it's a multiple browser support. Okay, so it will support Chrome, Firefox, Safari, Edge, all those things. It will be supported by the Playwright. Okay, any other doubts till now?
Yeah. So as Playwright is developed by Microsoft, and it was initially developed for TypeScript and JavaScript. So how about the support, community support for Python for Playwright? Do we have enough community support or?
Yes, Usman, we have community support and all. We have it for Python as well. Yeah,
Okay.
we do have
So
it.
is Playwright an open source software?
Yes, it is an open source software flex.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Now, okay. So now we will cover what is the detailed what are all key features of the Playwright here. Okay, so one of the key feature, it is like auto waiting mechanism. I said right, what the key we have this auto waiting mechanism, that is before it is clicking or type or fill any action, before it is doing, what it will do is like it will wait for the element to be visible and enable it should be attached to the DOM. Okay, so this will reduce the flakiness. What is mean by flakiness is like so for those who are coming from non testing background, what is this flakiness is like? For example, Suppose I'm trying to enter the username and password. I'm clicking on this login button. In first step, it is passing. My second step, it is failing. That is called flakiness behavior. So one time it is passing, other time it is failing. That is called flaky behavior. But due to this waiting mechanism, what it will happen, we can avoid this flakiness. Okay, it will and also there is no need to manual wait or sleep, because this flakiness behavior will be avoided by this auto waiting mechanism. Okay. So as I
So,
mentioned, we yes, someone is
so how long the
anyone having
wait
the
will, like for how many seconds it will wait? And can we configure it by ourselves, or it's
no, it is a default one.
automatically? Okay, so how much time will it wait?
Default wait is 30 seconds. Sorry, I was talking.
Okay.
It
So
is
can't we
default
reduce
times.
it if we
No,
need
it
to?
cannot be reduced. It cannot be reduced. It is a default time. It is a default given by the Playwright. You cannot reduce it.
Okay, and if you want to increase more
Yes,
than 30
increase
seconds?
can be done. You can give it the some. You can set up some custom timeout and all, and you can increase it if you want. If your application is extremely flaky, and if you wanted to increase some time, you can configure. You can give the custom timeout, and you can do that.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So as I mentioned, we have this using Playwright. It is very easy to capture video, screenshot, and we have this trace viewer, which is like a logging, like a logger, which will tells you where the deep, where is the failure has happened, what is the like exact location where it has been failed. So it will be easy for you debugging purpose. And it is a cross browser and cross platform support. It means like browser cross browser means, as I mentioned, it will work in Chromium, Firefox, or WebKit. You don't have to, like in Selenium, if you guys have worked on it, we will download the drivers and all. But in Playwright, you don't have to drivers and all. It is very easy. You just have to install the Playwright, and immediately you can start using. You can mention which browser you wanted to launch it, so that Playwright will be opening your test cases either in Chrome or Firefox based on your comments, whichever you are giving it. It will be supporting. That is called cross browser. So cross platform means like it will support Windows, Linux, Mac OS, those things and all. It will be supporting. Okay. Next one, it is like retry mechanism. Okay, so what is mean by retry mechanism is like, for example, let's take this very simple example. It is trying to click on this login button. It is like it is not able to like click on it. It is like a failure test case. Okay, so Playwright, it will not immediately, it will not fail your test case. Okay, it will retry for some for 2 seconds or something. So it's like auto waiting only. How it auto wait, like the same thing, we have this retry mechanism as well. So it will retry for some time, and after that only it will fail actually. Is there anything doubt? I'll take a pause here.
So how many times will it retry? Like it's just one time or?
um you can configure it actually. Basically, that is what it means retry is. Okay, so for example, you are saying like retry for 2 times. Okay, so we have this auto waiting mechanism. That is like it will wait right until this element is visible. So you are clicking on it. Okay, so what is the, you can just say retry equal to 2. It means it will retry for 2 times. After that only my test case will fail. That is the concept of retry over here. Is that clear for you?
Yes. So it will wait for 30 seconds and try within that 30
Yes,
seconds. It will keep
exactly.
trying. Okay.
Correct. Someone has posted a message. 2 minutes, guys. Kindly let us know if you'll be using CodeGen extensively in this. Yes, obviously. I will show you what is the CodeGen, how to generate the test code by using the CodeGen and all. Yes, we will be covering that in the upcoming class. Okay, so now I'll tell you. So those who are not don't know, like what is the CodeGen is like. A CodeGen is a powerful feature of Playwright. What it will does is like it will automatically generate the codes. Code by recording the user action. It's nothing but I'll tell you. So for example, we are hitting this navigator. So CodeGen is like imagine is like a feature where you can record the user actions. Okay, so I'm hitting this URL, I'm entering the username, I'm entering the password, I'm clicking on this login button. Okay, these actions will be recorded, and then Playwright will automatically write you the code. You don't. So using that code gen, it is very easy for us to generate the code. Okay, so no need to write everything from the scratch. I will show you what is code gen, how to use the code gen. That is a big topic. Definitely in the upcoming class, I will show you what is code gen and all. So imagine code gen is like a very powerful tool which will be useful for generating the code. That is the purpose of CodeGen. Okay. Next key feature is like, as I mentioned, it is used for parallel testing. Parallel testing is nothing but if you wanted to run multiple test cases, you can run it parallelly. That is called parallel testing. Okay. So we'll come to the next topic. We have something called Playwright locators. Okay, so Playwright will give you a lot of locators. Okay, so don't worry if you don't understand what is these and all. Don't get confused. We will have a detailed session. What is locator? How to get these locators and all. This is a demo session, so I wanted to highlight what are the key features of the Playwright. Okay, so Playwright provides you a very powerful locator. We have this role plus you can uh, identify the element using the role as well. That is by this is a button. So get by role. If it is a button, I'm gonna say like button name equal to submit. So using this get by role, we can able to identify the element. Get by text means for in this case, if I wanted to identify this element, how will I identify get by text? I just have to give login. So it will just identify the text, and also we can identify by using the get by label. So if you have any label, you will be able to identify it. See, other main part is like you can use the CSS selected or XPath. So we will have the detailed session, one session about this XPath. So how to write the locators, how to find the locators using XPath and CSS locators. We will be having the detailed session. So these are the locators which are supported by the Playwright. So we can easily identify the elements.
So this XPath and CSS, will have the same syntax like what we have in Selenium, or will it be
Yes,
different?
mostly we will have the same syntax only.
Okay.
So regarding the parallel execution, so can you go back to the previous slide? So can we do like two different browsers, multiple browsers at the same time, the parallel
No,
execution?
you cannot do multiple browser at the same time. If you wanted to do parallel execution, either you should have Chrome or Edge. You cannot have one with Chrome, one with Edge. That is not possible.
Okay, only the different environments we can run in parallel.
Yes, yes,
Test
yes,
environments.
yes, yes. Any other doubts?
Hi. So we saw this CodeGen feature, right?
Yes.
So if CodeGen writes the code for all the user actions that we are doing,
Yeah.
how important is learning of Python in this case? Because everything gets generated automatically, right? That's what I understood with CodeGen.
Yes, correct, Prabhar. So yeah, it's not like everything it will write. Yes, obviously it will write the code, but you should know like how to implement that thing. Okay, so Playwright it will write the code. Why are we learning the Python over here, right? You need a framework to how do you incorporate your Playwright? You need some methods, like you need some classes or class to integrate the Playwright into your automation framework, which will be required for your project. So for that purpose, learning the Python is much more important.
Okay, yeah, got it. And how accurate is this CodeGen according to experience?
It's accurate only, but even though it writes the code for you, you should know, like, see, it will give you a generic code. Okay. So, but according to your specific framework, you should tweak it here and there. So it will be accurate only, but you should know how to tweak it so that it will be useful for you to integrate with your framework. See, when here we are writing independent test. Okay. So while learning, you will have very short term, but while you're integrating with your framework, it will be a, you have to tweak it. So that is the thing.
Okay, yeah. Thanks.
Somebody, how much Python you'll cover? Yes, I will show you now what is the content we are going to cover. Once again, let me open the content here. Yes, it is a live coding session only. Okay, so don't worry, it is like we will give you some recorded session and all. It will be a live session. If you have any doubts, we will clear it on the go. So like how I'm taking a pass over here and I'm telling you, right, we will have it as a live only. Okay, so it is a 30-hour session, our course. So our first thing itself, we will cover Python only. Okay. So if you don't know Python, that is fine. We will start with the Python. So how to install the Python, how to run the basic Python script. So that is our phase one. And also we will start with the scratch only. So what is variable, what is data type, what are the operators we have it. So those things and all, we will cover it in our Python day one class. Next, we will go to decision making. What is mean by decision making is like we have this for loop, if loop, so if conditions, like while loop, those things and all, we will be taking it over here. Okay, so these two are those things only, and also we will be having a class about functions, methods, how to define classes. So those things and all, I'll be covering it over here. And for testing, it is important to handle files. Okay, you'll be like in your day-to-day life, you'll be reading a CSV file or you'll be reading a JSON file. Those things and all I will be covering over here. Okay, so how to read the file, how to convert them into a data frame, those things and all we will be covering it over here. And here we will have it like exception handling. You might had about heard about try except blogs and all. So those things and all I'll be handling. So those things are here. And third important thing is like you should know how to import a module and organize your code. So that is a key thing. You might have different classes and all. So how to import the module, how to use it in your code. So those things and all we will be covering it over here. And final, it is like OOPS concept, object oriented concept. What is a class, what is an object, how to define a class object, how to use it in your real time. So those things and all we will be covering it over here. So these are the Python concepts, whichever it is required for the Playwright automation, we will be covering it over here. This is in phase one. Okay. Okay, I'll move on to the phase two part. Phase two part, we will cover it in the Playwright core concepts. Okay, what is Playwright? How to install the Playwright? What are the browsers? Like we saw, right? It will support multiple browser. How to launch it in multiple browsers? Multiple launch modes. Those things and all. We will be covering it over here in this first part. Okay. Second part is like we will be user actions, we will see it. Okay, that is clicking, typing, fill, how to use the a mouse, right click, left click, those things, how to use the keyboard actions, those things and all, it will be covered in this user actions. Okay, handling form and elements in UI control, as I mentioned only. So these are all the UI control. So how to click on this, how to navigate, those things, everything it will be covered over here. Okay. Yeah, and locators, as I mentioned, here we will cover the CSS and XPath. What are, okay, I'll come to the question, Om Prakash. I'll first cover this content. I'll take your question. Please wait. Okay. CSS and XPath usages, what are the text and role based? Okay, all those things it will be covered over here. And main part we will be covering is like assertions. Okay, so I'll tell you what are the assertions and all. So your test case will be whether it is a pass or fail. It will be defined by the assertions only. So we will have those assertions, and UI you will have this alerts, dialogues, pop up and all. So those things also we will be covering it. Okay. So and we will detailed study about this auto waiting mechanism, like how to handle the flaky behavior. So as someone has asked me, right? So if suppose it is failing, how to handle those things and all. Timeout handling, like how to give this custom timeout to, so that we can cover how to resolve the flaky behavior. So those things and all we will be covering it. Okay. And the third phase, we will be having this page object model. It is a very important topic for any UI testing framework. So we will be covering it as a separate class. What is this page object model? And other thing is like advanced UI handling. We'll have like frames and all. In your UI, it will be sometimes your like your tabs and all. It will be inside the frame. So how to identify those frame and how to automate those iframes, nested frames, we will be able to we will cover in that. And we will have how to open multiple windows and tabs as well. For example, I'm opening, this is a tab. Here I'm opening one tab, here one I'm opening one tab. And also I can these things and all also we can automate it. So I will cover all those things under these topics. And also if you wanted to upload any file or download any file, those things also we will be covering. So basically all the user interaction, whatever you are doing it, we can cover using the Playwright. So those topics we will be covering it here. This is a very detailed session, so we will be able to cover everything over here. And I'll take a pause here. Any doubts till now? Okay, now I will come to Om Prakash question. Can I build expertise in creating framework? Yes, of course, Om Prakash, we will be having a detailed session. So definitely you will be able to create a Playwright framework.
Do we cover API also
Yes,
here or
yes.
only UI?
Yeah, I'll tell you. Yes, we are covering the API part as well. Yeah. Now here we have this sessions like on configuration management, using the same session how to log in into the application. Those things we will be covering. And also we have this as I mentioned, we have this Playwright inspector trace viewer, this code gen feature, we will be using it. And how to generate report, capture screenshots, videos, those things and all we will be giving it. And also here we are giving the PyTest framework, how to integrate with the PyTest framework. What are the PyTest? What are the key features of PyTest? In PyTest, you will have like fixtures. What is this config file? Those everything we will be covering as part of this PyTest integration. This is a very useful class for you guys. So this is an we are giving it like how to integrate with PyTest, so that this is the how you will be building the framework. So using this PyTest, you can do it. Okay, and also we are sorry. Someone wants to say anything? Okay. So next one, it is like a data driven testing. So not only UI, so how to using the CSV or JSON, if you wanted to run multiple testing, that is also we are covering it. And also as I mentioned, we will cover multiple browsers and all. So how to run the browser test in parallel mode, how to run in multiple browser. So those things I'll be covering it. And also we are covering the CI/CD, how to push your code in GitHub. So those things and all we will be covering it. And reporting and maintenance we will cover. And so, and also we are covering API test, how to do the API testing. Like you might have a test case where you wanted to validate your test status code, a header part, those things and all we will be covering it. So in API driven scenarios also we are covering it. And also we might have in your
Yeah,
day-to-day life.
our,
Sorry.
so that API we will be covering from Playwright or it's request only?
No. It is from Playwright only. How to automate your API test case using the Playwright.
Why using Playwright we can do API automation?
Sorry.
By using this Playwright, can we do API automation?
Yes, we can do it. You can do it. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Next one is like database testing. Also here we will cover. In your case, sometime you need to compare, you need to connect to database, and then based on the input, if you wanted to compare your data with the UI, so that testing also we are covering it in this course. Okay, you wanted to connect to SQL, Postgres, or however you wanted, we will be explaining you that how to connect and how to fetch those data, and how are we going to compare it with the UI data. So those things we will be covering it in the database testing. Okay. And also we are covering the mobile device emulation. So how to set the viewport or resolution testing. So that is a very important topic in Playwright. So these are all modern Playwright capabilities. Okay. So those things and all we will be covering it. And also we have this geolocation mocking. Mm, so offline and slow network testing. So those things and all we will be covering it. Also cloud execution, how to execute Playwright test on cloud platform. Those things we will be covering it. And also we will have like a visual regression testing, how to do the visual testing, how to compare them like with the base image. So those things and all we will be covering in this visual regressing testing. So this course covers like it's a very detailed course where you will have like database testing, API, mobile simulation, visual testing, whatever it is feasible in the Playwright. We are covering all those topics over here. So it's a very useful for you guys. From the
So
scratch to
all these
advanced.
will be covering in 30 hours. Will you be able to cover all of this in this
Yes,
30
yes,
hours?
yes, Deepa, we will be able to cover it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
Silas,
so
you have raised your hand.
Which cloud platform we are going to use?
I'll think.
Like GCP or AWS?
No, we are not using the AWS or something. So we have this how to use this browser stack and all. So you have heard about browser stack, right? Using that we will be using the browser.
Okay, understood.
Yes, Salesh. Yeah, Prabhar, you have raised your hand.
Hey, hi, sorry, I was speaking on mute. So we see a lot of videos, PDFs on AI with Playwright, right? So what is this AI with Playwright? Are we covering it in the session?
Yes, correct, Prabhar. Okay, in the course it is not mentioned over here, but this AI integration, that is also we will be covering it. Yes, Prabhar.
Can you brief it for a minute or two, like what exactly is this AI with Playwright?
See, AI actually, what brief in the sense what we are going to cover, you mean to say?
Yeah, which plugin, AI plugin we will use, like Cursor or Codex or Amazon Q, and how we will use this thing. Just if you'll explain, it would be good for us.
Okay, so see here, AI with Playwright, even the CodeGen is also like it's like a kind of AI integration only, because it automatically write your codes. Okay, so if you the plugin and all we are not using, we have this AI self healing, right, to identify these locators and all. So we will be using that, so that it will be we can like you it is like a smart locators, you'll be able to find the locators easily. So we'll be using that, Praveen. I will cover that topic as well.
Okay, yeah, thanks.
Usman, you have any other doubts?
Yeah. So to teach all this, do you have a sample application? Will you give us the application code to deploy, or how is that you're going to teach all this, like
Yes,
database
correct. We
connecting,
will.
API, and all?
We don't have like a separate application or not built in, but I will be telling you with the we have like many demo sites where you can do the hands-on. So I'll be giving you that URL, so that using that you can practice your hands-on. I'll be taking the class with that, and also I'll be giving you the assignments on that, so that it will be easy for you, so that you can learn much more.
Got you. And one more question is like, will this course concentrate on PyCharm plus Playwright, or VS Code plus Playwright?
Sorry, can you repeat your question, please?
So you'll be teaching PyCharm with Playwright or
Yes,
Visual Studio
PyTest.
Code with
Yes,
Playwright?
correct. Yes, correct. It will be like Python with Playwright only. Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Okay. Any other questions?
Anything related to MCP server or?
Sorry, Salesh, can you repeat your question?
Okay. Are we going to use the model context protocol MCP servers, or we are going to use only the code gen?
No, it will be, we are covering with CodeGen only, Sailesh.
Okay.
So chats we
So
have
which
like,
I
sorry, go ahead.
which ID we are going to use for this?
Okay, it's up to you only, but I would require, I would be very easy because it's have this
Hello? I
intelligence
didn't get
so
you.
that you can use PyCharm.
So we're using PyCharm, right?
Yeah.
Can you repeat? You broke in between. Actually.
Madhusudan, your voice is very low.
Yeah, it's PyCharm ID is what we are going to use.
Yeah, PyCharm ID. Yeah. Now I'll come to the questions in the chat. Will be the same here? Yes, correct. 7:30 to 8:30 we will be having it. It's 5 working days. Yes, Monday to Friday we will be having this class. We will have okay. So we will cover both. See the comments and all. It will be the same only. So if someone is having Mac, that is fine. You can use it. But I will be taking the class in Windows only. If you are having Mac, that is also fine. We will give you the comments as per it. Okay, so how to execute and all, I will guide you with the Mac OS as well. Do we get any project? Yes, of course, you will be getting with the project at the end of the Playwright automation framework. Yes. Recording, yes, recording and handwritten notes, PPT, everything we will be uploading it in the SharePoint. You can definitely go through it for your learning.
So when is this starting? You're saying it's 5 days. Actually, in that WhatsApp group, it was like 2 days per week. So is it 5 days continuously, Monday to Friday?
Yes, Monday to Friday only. I'm not sure
Okay.
what is 2 days class per week. It's not Monday to Friday only.
Monday to Friday. So when is this starting?
It's tomorrow we are starting it.
Oh, from tomorrow. Okay.
Hey, Megal, I have one more question. Like when you start teaching frameworks, right? So will you actually do the workflows on the browser, on the browser workflows, or you will just say like, hey, test login and print login, see login is happening and just log out, check out like this, or you will actually take us, to the workflows and then prepare
No,
the framework?
definitely it's not like a theoretical class. It will be like a complete practical class. Even I have prepared now a demo, even though it's late. That's fine. I will show you one particular demo so that working session we will have it now itself. Okay, so that it will be like if you know, like you have some idea how my classes will be there. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because I
If
see a lot of people, just writing dummy programs saying
yes,
login, check
no,
out,
that
log
is
out,
not
and
at all possible here. Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Now,
gotcha.
okay. If let's have the clarification at the end. I wanted to show one working session. Okay.
Yeah,
So we saw this URL, right? We are just hitting the URL. We are passing the username and password, and we are clicking on the login button. It's a very simple, basic thing. I took this example for only for this demo purpose. Okay. So let's see how to handle this in Playwright. Okay. So I'm using this PyCharm IDE. So we will see these things and all detailed one, how to create this py file, everything I will cover it a detailed one. It will be from the scratch only, don't worry about it. So here is my piece of code. Okay, so initially line number 3, if you see here, we are just importing the sync playwright. What is this sync playwright? What are the different other type? We will cover it in the upcoming class, don't worry about it. So initially if you see this piece of code, it will be like very tough, but don't worry, it is very easy only. Okay, so from easy perspective, I'm saying line number 3, I'm just importing the sync playwright, and then I'm creating a method over here. This is a Python method, and for the sync playwright you have to use this with clause. Okay, I'm just using that part, And line number 7, what I'm going to do is like, I'm going to use the Chromium browser. Okay, Chromium browser is nothing but your Chrome browser. What is this headless equal to false? It means so you can run it in two mode. That is like head mode or headless mode. Okay, headless mode is false, means you will be able to, the browser is opening, closing, those things and all, you will be able, user will be, it is visible to the user. If you give it as a true, it will be run at the back end. Okay, so that is called headless equal to false. Why I'm giving slow mo is like, and it will be very fast, you will not able to see the user action. So I'm just giving this 100. Okay, so ignore this context and all. I will give you later part. It's a very big topic I wanted to cover. You can move to this line number 10. We are creating a new page here, and then from 12, if you see here, page dot go to. I'm just hitting the URL over here. We, as you saw in the manual also, right? We are entering the URL. Same thing I'm saying, page dot go to this URL. Okay, and I'm saying page dot fill. This is my locator. Okay, how to write this locator, we will have it in a separate class, don't worry about it. I'm entering the username and password here. This is my username, Tom Smith is my username, and my password is this password. Okay, so this is the manually I'm doing it over here. I'm just giving page.fill. Okay, username and password I'm entering, and then I'm clicking on the submit button. This login button is nothing but here submit button. I'm saying page.click. So I'm clicking over here. This is my manual test case. Here I'm covering it in automation, page.click, and then I'm finally closing the browser. This is my piece of code I have written for hitting the URL, entering the username, password, and clicking the button. It's very easy in Playwright. You don't have to do anything. Now I will show.
You missed the assertion, or we don't require assertions in Playwright?
Assertions and all we required Usman, but here it's a very, like, it's a demo part, right?
Yeah,
so I didn't show the
I
assertion.
understand. I understand. Yeah.
Any doubts here?
No, like one more
What's
doubt.
the
Like
last line of the code?
Can you go one by one, please?
What's the last line of the code? Can you go back to the code?
Last line?
Yeah. Name is equal to, okay. What are we checking here? If name is equal to main.
No, this is just a Python part. I will tell you. Like, we are trying to run the method. So we are defining a method, right? You have to call that method. Then only it will run it, right? So that is what I'm doing it. I will explain you in Python class. Don't worry about it. Any other doubts? Okay, so now I will run and show you here. So how to run this? It's very simple. Okay, what you have to do is like, you have to type Python and you have to give the file name. Okay, that my file name is demo underscore playwright underscore login underscore py. It is available under a folder called test. This is my thing. So I'm just passing the file name. Okay, I'm going to give Python test slash this py file. If I just press enter, now what it will happen is like, my Chrome browser will launch, because we have given Chromium over here. Okay, it will launch, and then it will go to this URL. It will enter the username and password. We will see it over here. See here, it is launching, username and password, clicking on the login button, and it closed the browser. My test case got passed. Is it clear to everyone? So this is how your sessions and all will be there. Each and everything, it will be a live working session. Don't worry, we will have some theoretical class, whether it will be a PPT oriented. No, it's all a working sessions only. Prabhakar, you have raised your hand. You have any doubts? Okay, I'll go to chat. Do we need to create test browser? Yes.
Okay,
Sorry. Per browser, you don't have to, like, I will show you like how to run it for multiple browser. You don't have to create a separate test and all, Subramanian. Yes, Deepa, you had a doubt, right? Deepa or someone who
Yeah,
having
it's
class.
me. So the first class is tomorrow, and then we'll have 30 classes after that. It's like 1 hour class per session, means 30
Yes.
days will be there.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Which means Monday to Friday, so 6 weeks.
Any other doubts?
Yeah, Abigail, one question. Like now we have 1 hour class. So in case if we find any queries while doing practice and all, so can we ask after our online class or in the same time we can jump in? Because there is a wide audience and every member has more questions. So it will take time as well while answering.
Yes, Mandip. Yeah. So basically, how I take classes, like before starting the class, I will have like 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, it's not like strict timings and all. I'll ask them like, is there any clarification on the previous class? Okay. So after clearing all the doubts only, we will be continuing with the class. See, it's not about attending the class. We are learning something. I want you to guys to learn thoroughly. Okay. So it's not about the hour 1 hour or one half an hour. Okay, so even it is a half an hour of class, that is fine, but the topic should be very clear, crystal clear. So don't worry about it, all the clarifications will be cleared in the session.
Okay. And one more thing, like while starting the class, you must have defined these things you're gonna cover in this particular day. So for say we have 1 hour session, but like will all thing will be covered in the same day or it could be extended to the next day as well as depended on the queries and other discussion as
Yes,
well.
it's yes, correct, it's depend upon the query, it will be extended to the next class as well.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Thank you. Somebody has posted the same pattern will be using. Okay, I didn't understand, Subramaniam, what is meant by the design pattern you are asking? I'll stop sharing. Yes, of course, we will be using the page factory. As I mentioned, page object model, right? In that, I'll be covering how to define the page factory, everything, Subramaniam. Any other doubts?
I'm good, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Usman. Yeah. If nothing is there, we can wind up this demo class. I'm looking forward to all to join. Okay. Happy learning, guys, and also have a
When
great
do we
day.
get the recordings of the class?
Okay.
On every day
Okay.
or after the end of the course?
Yes, at the end of every session, you'll be getting the recording, Madhusudan, and also you'll be getting the class. Like, for example, if I'm taking about Python class today, I'll be uploading that particular file in the SharePoint so that you can practice on your own.
Okay, thank you.
Any other doubts?
No, I'm good. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Okay. If nothing else, we can wind up. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.